Bizarro.
Okay, so today we're going to be looking at Bizarro.
You're on that.
Now Bizarro and Mad. Begin.
So anyway, aside from that, Bizarro himself is not a... So as you can see, Bizarro himself has got the ability to produce ice from his eyes and heat from his mouth. Now this is a inverted look at Superman's powers. Now where Superman has heat, vision, and Arctic breath, Bizarro has Arctic vision and heat breath. A nice touch for somebody like him because it's nice to know that Bizarro himself is a, you know, he's in the game, you know. The weird part is, however, is that Bizarro, unlike his, unlike his comic book counterpart, this guy's supposed to be dead. Now I'm saying to myself, since this guy is a clone, he might still be alive, considering if Lex Luthor created more than one. So, aside from that,
Yeah, my cousin is Superman.
We're Bizarro, Supergirl. Begin.
now as you can see, you could definitely tell there's a difference between Bizarro and Supergirl, considering that the abilities themselves are, you know, different. His costume is also different too, as you can also tell, you know, Bizarro's got a pretty grotesque look. But aside from the muscle and everything and the body build, you can definitely tell Bizarro is almost there in terms of physical look.
Your madness stops here.
Another thing too you can also notice too is that Bizarro is not really too bright in terms of speaking a proper language, so he's almost like Grimlock from Transformers, who doesn't speak too well himself. Or any of the Dinobots, really. Now, another factor too is that Bizarro, since he is an opposite, he also does a lot more destroying than he does saving.
Yeah, you lied. I tried to
Begin.
So anyway, now in terms of okay, so now in order to get the skin, it just came out with the first fighter pack, which just recently got complete alongside Starfire, Sub-Zero, and Red Hood. But you can also get this one for just 6,000 source crystals on in-game. And there's two different variants of this costume, which is nice to have. So
Bizarro wins.
So yeah, like Starfire is one of the most recent characters to be introduced alongside Sub-Zero and Red Hood. Eventually though, it's going to be Black Manta, Raiden, and Hellboy, which I'm actually looking forward to.
And you, Bizarro friend.
You face the Princess of Tamaran.
You have victim. Begin.
Now I wonder though, if they do come out with a another update for Starfire, are they gonna put Blackfire in here too? Because I think they, they should, frankly, because it would be nice to have Blackfire in this as well. So as you can see, Bizarro has many of the same abilities as Superman, with the exception of his Arctic vision and his heat breath. I guess you could definitely say that his teeth are pretty clean, considering the fact that his breath is always on fire. But under the effects of a blue sun, Bizarro has the ability of biofission, meaning that he can actually split himself into more than one. And it doesn't have to be the same looking Bizarro either, I don't think.
Too few like me, Bizarro Justice League.
Maybe that's a good thing?
Let no one hurt Metropolis. Begin.
But, actually what I mean is that his biofission isn't necessarily perfect. Now, where Superman gets his abilities from, say for example, the yellow sun. Under the effects of a blue sun, however, he gets all of his powers enhanced, which is a nice touch. He also gains some abilities. I think one of them is telekinesis. I don't know. I don't really remember. If somebody does know, please leave it in the comments below. But yeah, for the most part, yeah, that's what Bizarro, that's what Bizarro gets under the effect of the blue sun. But for the most part, Bizarro himself is good. I do like Bizarro. I love him as a character. I love him as a villain, and I love how he fights Superman all the time, which is a nice touch. Now, as you can see, I don't exactly know if Bizarro has a weakness to magic, considering that Superman does. I don't exactly know if he does. But for the most part, though, he does have a weakness to blue kryptonite. As you saw on the cuffs, there was a glowing crystal in the middle of it, and that was the blue kryptonite. And I don't understand how Bizarro himself can survive even being close to that stuff. I mean, it's like Superman being exposed to gold kryptonite in the campaign, and, what is it? We're also being exposed to green kryptonite as well. I remember, like, in the animated series, they introduced a Bizarro that had some similarities with the one in the comic books, but the difference was that the costume I mean, he had all the same abilities as Superman, which he shouldn't have. In my opinion, I think he should have had the total opposite like he does now. Then again, that was the 90s for you.
Bizarro wins.
So anyway, I do enjoy playing as Bizarro, aside from just playing as plain old Superman, which is nice. So this will be my last bout with Bizarro in this for this video. If you guys want, you can leave a comment, subscribe, you know, what have you. But till then, enjoy the fight.
Bizarro wins.